night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son.
right, folks. How are you all doing? The OP TnT 87 series, round number 5 of season 1. The TnT Racing 175 here at Daytona. It is daytime. Of course, sponsored by Anonymous. So whoever sponsored tonight's race, a big shout out to you out there. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Myself, of course, Joshua Medlock here on the mic. Steven is here. He just stepped away to get him some coffee. He'll be hanging out with us for a little bit here tonight. But good turnout in chat already. Buckeye, Dana, Eric, Brendan, already out there hanging out with us. Glad to see you all out there. And all 14 of you as well. Some of you are not talking as of yet, but nonetheless, we are glad that you are out there. We do have the points already pulled up here on OBS here, and on the left side is our point standings. On the right side is the playoff picture. Remember, regular season after race number 4, minimum of 7 starts. Now, right now we've got, of course, the it's still anybody's races, anybody's playoff. Anybody can make it in still yet. A lot of things can happen, and you can just see how close the points really are, going all the way back, even to the 16th and 17th there. Smetana and Corbett, only 3 points separate 16th and 17th. So, still anybody's race. Anything can happen. We're looking at a pretty good turnout. Everybody, it looks like, decided to show up here in race time. 25? I think 25 drivers out here right now. Pretty good turnout on track. Talon Smith out there in that bubble gum car. Looks like he's going to go sideways and up hard into the wall. And, well, there he goes, rocking and rolling out here. I stole Eric saying out there in chat. And he is still continuing to roll out there on the track, but we may be seeing a lot of that here tonight. We're going to throw up those pre-race analytics here for everybody and just take a look at everything. And good Lord Almighty, yeah, that track temp, 114 degrees out there with some wind out there as well at about 15 miles an hour. Looks like pit road is a little glitchy as well. Not sure why. Looks like somebody else went for a ride as well out there on the track, but nonetheless, we'll get it right here in a second. Now, 70 laps, 175 miles, a total of 5 sets of tires. That does include the set they start with, and 41% fuel, looking at about 12 to 17 laps roughly, plus or minus a few, depending on exactly if they're saving or not. Now, we talk about pit road every week, and this week is going to be no different. A pit road is a dangerous place, especially speeds over 200 miles an hour. You got to get it down to 60. Going to be definitely difficult. I think pit road's probably going to be one of the biggest killers out here tonight is that pit road, and of course the wrecks. But I think pit road is going to be a big major factor. Pace speed here at Daytona is the usual 70 miles an hour. Hopefully we don't see a lot of that pace car, but I think we will. I think we're going to see it some out here tonight. Don't get me wrong, these guys can go green flag to checkered, but these cars may have different plans out here. We'll see how things progress, but we're going to step aside, play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. We'll let Steven talk here in just a little bit. So hang tight, folks. We'll be right back.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land another praise? You're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the brave and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back. Qualifying underway here tonight. And a little bit of a hiccup here on the track. We was watching the number 11 of Brent Elmore, and we were seeing speeds there by himself, Steven. I think you even noticed it, 208 miles an hour by himself, and then he all of a sudden just went poof. He's back, but he just went poof.
Yeah, he done his best David Copperfield impression and just disappeared.
Man, well, times are rolling in. It looks like Bob to Jersey right now, a new name here, it looks like. In the 908 supposed to be. I don't know what's on his car. I think it looks
86 is on his car.
86, yeah. But we know who he is. We'll just look at the driver bar. It looks like he is in the top spot. Anthony English right there in second. Dwayne Corbett, Ron Walters, Bobby Wetzel. We know Bobby real well. Scott Wise, Richard Kuhn. It looks like the Bubblegum Machine of Talon Smith out on track. Peter Smetana. I hope I'm saying his last name right. If not, well, he can deal with me later. And Rick Sanchez. Looks like Peter's just now coming out. So still times we're going to be rolling in here. They got coming out about a minute 40 left. But, Steven, I think it should be a pretty good race. What are you hoping to see here tonight? 3, 4, 5, 6 wide?
Oh, God, I hope not. It makes me nervous setting up in the booth. I can't imagine what it'd be like going 4 wide with these cars because, again, we're talking about unrestricted cars, Josh, and we're, again, speeds 200 plus miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm seeing 206, 207, 208 by Dwayne Corbett
God.
by himself, 203 in the corner Oh, Talon Smith with a 211, 212.
Golly!
209, 208 in the corner. These cars are going to come out of these corners hot, and unless these guys lift a little bit during the race, and I'm probably going to say that did put Talon up in the top spot
Wow,
with a
good.
43, 1:43. Just, I mean, 1/100th of a second faster than Bob de Jersey. But
Yeah.
man, these cars are going to be a handful, especially in the pack. Arrow's going to come and play on how much these cars are going to push as well. So it's going to be good, tight racing. But again, with these cars, I love to see that old school single file, big runs. And I believe we're going to see that tonight.
Okay, yeah, and I think we are, and it looks like I was going down to the Team 5 where Talon's at, and they've already got it labeled in there. It says Talon can't speak, so it looks like we are not going to be able to interview him. But it looks like he is going to come away with the pole out here tonight. Congratulations to Talon Smith on pole. We're going to get him on the grid here.
Said take Bob instead.
Take Bob instead. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and pull Bob up here real quick. Bob de Jersey. I know you're going to start on the outside here of Talon. Talon can't talk as y'all were looking at it. Sounds like y'all are paying attention down there. But, man, talk about it. Fast times down there. You're going to start up front. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Just kind of waking up. I'm in Australia, so I just finished a morning coffee and, yep, getting ready. Away we go.
No, you're ready to rock and roll. All right. So from Australia, huh?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, I've never been. I'd love to go down there, but maybe one day. But awesome job, Bob. I'm gonna start up front here with Talon, man. Of course, tell Talon congratulations on pole, and congratulations starting on the outside of film in second, buddy. Get away, get some coffee, and good luck down there, bud.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
You too.
Well, Bob, before you go, buddy, where at in Australia?
Queensland.
Queensland.
Yes,
I've got
sir, yeah.
my family's from that area, the Rose Cottage.
Okay, I'm not sure where that is. I've just moved up here, kind of thing. But whereabouts is that? Is that on the coast or?
Yeah, kind of on the coast north of. I'd have to look it up again, but that's where
Yeah, it's beautiful down there.
My mom's side of the family is from Australia.
Oh, awesome, cool. Do you get down here much, or?
I don't. I want to. We want to go down there and take a look at because the Rose Family Cottage is a big tourist attraction. I want to say it's north of there. I'll find out and I'll let you know, Bob.
Awesome, thank you.
All righty, Bob. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Take care.
All right, it looks like somebody down there saying sorry, Bob, in Team 5. Not sure exactly what's going on with that. But, but nevertheless, we're rolling off here. Of course, Talon Smith grabbing the pole out here. Awesome job by Talon, Bob. Mr. Australia, that's what I'm going to call him, Mr. Australia. Going to start on the outside of him in that second place. Anthony English third, Peter Smetana there in fourth, Larry Johnson fifth, Bobby Wetzel sixth, James Stats. Nice to see James out here. He's going to start seventh. Dwayne Corbett in eighth. Gabe Butler ninth. Brian Elmore in 10th. Richard Kuhn in 11th. Eric Laurie in 12th. And it all of a sudden started over. What in the world is going on with my ATVO? There we go. Eric Laurie in 12th. Matthias Swank 13th. Harold Rothery 14th. Nicholas Wing 15th. Ron Walters 16th. Zachary Workman 17th, Bubba Winningham at 18th, Everett Lane 19th of the qualifiers. Rick Seabrand's going to line up in 20th, Shane Ward 21st, Brett Elmore 22nd, Scott Weiss 23rd, Mr. Batamus Prime, as Mr. Steven likes to call him, there in 24th. And Rick Sanchez is going to round it out here in 25th. So 25 drivers out here tonight, a very good turnout. And I'm not entirely sure why. I noticed it when it's going real slow. When they're going slow, it skips a little bit.
You know, it's really not doing it on my end, so it's got to be something on your connection, Josh. The only thing I can think of.
Yeah, it probably is. It looks like Eric's picking Bubba tonight. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all.
Not at all.
I'm gonna go for the bubblegum car.
Well, you know, Talon's fast. He really is. As we get ready to go green here, Josh, but Talon is a fast driver.
Yes.
But you know, it's going to be a really close race.
And the green flag is out for the first time. Here we go. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We're racing here tonight at Daytona, folks. Looks like Everett Lane starting on. Several drivers starting from pit road. Gabe Butler, Eric Flory, and Everett Lane. Interesting. Let me do something here real quick while we just got green. Looks like when I closed out ATVO, it cleared up. So it might be ATVO here giving me some fits, but we'll go ahead and launch it here, folks. Give it just a minute to pop back up and repopulate, and then we'll get everybody back up here. But that's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like ATVO was maybe getting a bad connection to the lobby. Yeah, it's still doing it, so I'm not sure entirely what's going on with it.
So they're actually, we got some action going on here. Look like Larry Johnson.
See if I can find him. There he is.
Bob the Jersey might have actually got up in the wall a little bit. Actually, Joshua, I had to look it up. The Rose family I was talking about is just north. It's like northwest of Sydney, Australia, and New South Wales.
In New South Wales,
not
okay.
Queensland, yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a little bit further south, isn't it? Queensland's
yeah, that's
north,
a little further south than Queensland.
Yeah. All right, it looks like James Stats, Bobby Wetzel's taking over the lead here. Talon fell back to 4th, right there with Anthony English. Bob DeJersey fell back to 6th. It looks like they're getting single file here on the inside for the most part. I don't think they'll stay that way. No, they're not staying that way. I didn't figure they would.
Ooh, Harold Rothery up into the wall.
Oh, that's not good.
He is falling back.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, guys. I have no idea. I apologize for it. It's got to be something.
There's something going on because it looks like they were doing a dirt track late model with the right front wheel off the ground coming through the corner there on YouTube. So
yeah, I think what I done, I paused the stream. I didn't stop the stream, but I paused it, and I thought it cleared up for a second, but I guess it didn't. So I guess we'll just have to kind of deal with it for now, and then figure it out later. Could be something to do with something running in the background, but I thought I closed everything out.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream right now, and it's kind of choppy.
And Bobby
that's what I was saying, Dana. They were doing the old late model coming around the corner, left front wheel or right front wheel up off the ground.
You can tell the difference in the noses on each car, too. 5 laps into this run here, and looks like everybody's doing a very good job of keeping it straight. I would say keeping it off the wall, but we've already had a few drivers hit the wall here. Some quick movement up here, Anthony. I think it is ATVO.
You may have to close it out and restart ATVO, Josh.
I did. already.
Oh.
I did it twice. See, when I close it out, it does it fine.
Yeah, you're good now.
Yep, but when I open it, yeah, it's me. I'm trying to reset it again. So no stages tonight. They don't do stages in their Thursday or Saturday series. So it looks like Dwayne Corbett in the 9 going to the inside of the 9 car. That is actually the 09. But all right, well, we reset it again, and we'll see if it works, but I doubt it. It's like Dwayne Corbett is going to take over the lead. Bobby Wetzel in second, James Stats third, Talon Smith fourth, Anthony English in fifth, and Bob DeJersey right there in sixth, and another move up here. Bobby Wetzel now trying to get that lead back. I don't know what is going on.
We got the Battle of the Germans up there, 9-9.
Two's right behind him, and James Stats. And Bubblegum car still up here, as well as the 86, supposed to be the 908 of Mr. Australia himself. And still Bobby Wetzel and Dwayne Corbett still duking it out up front. We'll get through it tonight, folks. And what I may have to do from now on is reset my computer before each race. That might be the cause. Something that's definitely probably running that shouldn't be. I don't know what it could be, but looks like Shane Ward hanging on back here. He is up into 18th. To the inside of the 11 of Brent Elmore. Clear my cache. Yeah, that might work too. Yeah, I know. One program can cause issues. Yeah, it's done it before. And what'd you see?
Bobby Wetzel coming out of the corner, got awful high. Looked like he got into the wall with the right rear, but was able to hang on to it.
Maintained the speed too. He's got a good gap.
Yeah, he did.
Now.
Looks like they are letting off pretty good in the corners. Josh, I'm seeing the flames come out of the exhaust, and of course their speeds are dropping to about 180, 190, 185, 190 in the corners. So
that's better than going 210 miles an hour in the corners.
We're watching this group. Oh, the 10 of Ron Walters up in the wall.
Yeah.
That slowed down to 18.
Harold
Rothery.
I know Dana's not going to be too happy about that. He's out in chat here tonight. Mr. Buckeye Dana.
Ron dropping down to the inside, going to get inside on the 39 of Ward. Going to get around him coming out of turn number 4.
Yeah, I know, Eric. I just can't do anything right now. I'll have to do all that. I'll have to restart my computer after the race here tonight. I'm already live. They're already 12 laps into it, and I know I'll end up missing something as soon as I try it. So
I jump back here on this back group. Eric Laurie, Gabe Butler, Bubba Winningham, Everett Lane. Mark Mann kind of off the pace, but he is trying to get into the draft. Bubba may be slowing down a little bit for Mark to catch up right now.
Yeah, he just got passed up by Everett. I think he did that like you said, to maybe get Mark to get back up there. Yeah, that's that second group led by Gabe himself. Nobody is allowed down, though. Everybody is. Man, that is very choppy. Hey, do something here real quick. Close that out, see if that helps. I don't think I've got anything else going.
Is your OneDrive on?
No, I have that turned off. I closed out VLC. I was listening to an audiobook earlier, so it still didn't help the situation, though.
Joshua's got to listen to it because he can't read.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, I can't read.
I'm just playing.
Everybody.
Anthony English.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm back here too with Anthony. Go ahead.
I was going to say Anthony English dropping down on the inside of Bob's jersey. Going to try to get that run off of that corner, but we're at 14 laps in.
Up. Yep, pit stops will be coming up here pretty shortly. They're within that window. I did put it at 12 to 17 laps, so
everybody in single file, which I kind of expected. I mean, that's honestly, Josh, that's what we've been seeing with these 87s, you know, this season, with them going single file because, you know, it's just there's so much push with these cars and the run that Bob the Jersey come around Talon, like Talon was sitting still. Here we go.
all right. And yep. Bobby Wetzel, James Stats coming down pit road. I don't think anybody else is electing to come down yet. We'll see if this back group does. Eric Laurie and Gabe Butler, looks like they are coming down as well. No surprise. I do expect maybe Mark. No, Mark is staying out. Interesting.
Gabe Butler with the black flag.
Oh, speeding. Ouch. That's going to hurt.
At least that's what maybe he got.
Well,
Oh, yeah. He came in hot, had the brakes locked up. I just went back and watched it.
Looks like Bob the Jersey leading the pack here. Dwayne Corbett going to peel off and come down pit road. Another group coming down, it looks like. Ron Walters, Brent Elmore, Harold Rothery is down as well. So, yeah, 17 laps here. I think I did a pretty good job on that.
Here comes Mark Mann down pit road now.
I do expect Bob the Jersey and company to come down here pretty shortly. Ooh, Bob's blinking out. He's back. Change your blinker fluid, Bob.
He didn't blink on my screen, so.
It's got to be mine. I wonder if AT&T's having internet problems. Oh, big group of problems. 14 in the 5. Oh, 47 around.
The 4 around the 31 got turned.
Huge mistake on pit road. Well, on the apron, I should say, to pit road here.
Eric. Look what Eric wrote.
A ginger special. Man.
Ginger's going to kill him.
Yeah. Oh, man. No yellow. No yellow. It looks like Ween got a black flag, too, but... Man. Hey, Bob. Brother is in chat. Yeah, it looks like Talon doing some dirt tracking. In the bubblegum 51, Anthony English. Here comes the 9, boy. Everything kind of resets here. Yeah, I think ATVO's having some issues here because I've got Rick Sanchez in first. I don't think that, yeah, it's ATVO. ATVO's giving me fits That's what it is. It is ATVO, no surprise. All right, well, a big shout out again to whoever sponsored tonight's race, sponsored by Anonymous, TnT Racing 175 here at Daytona. Talon Smith, Bobby Wetzel, Bob DeJersey, Anthony English, and it looks like a battle for the lead here, Stephen, once again between Bobby and Talon. And Bob DeJersey, a teammate to Talon, it looks like.
I was wondering if Talon got a little squirrely there.
Ooh.
Now, I know, Josh, during the practice, there was some guys that were, taking, like, right sides. They were having issues with traction, with, coming off a pit road and back out on the track. So, I wonder if, I just wonder if these guys are going to take 4 instead of taking 2. I know they got a tire limit.
Yeah, they got 5 in total. That does include the set they start with. So they got really 4 behind the wall. And 20 laps into this race, we still have several more pit stops we got to do. Man, we've been, free. We had the big hiccup there at pit road entrance, but that did not bring out that yellow. We do have Sanchez, Wing, Butler, and Everett Lane, though, all with 1 lap down here. So these guys are looking now maybe possibly for a yellow to come out. But Bob DeJersey and Talon has kind of drove away here from this other group. And they're not looking back.
Got a 2-second gap between... Talon and Bob and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of spread out the field after that. James Stats kind of by himself, but he's got help coming behind him with Ron Walters, Harold Rothery, Matthias Swank, Larry Johnson, Brent Elmore back here by himself, and then another group with Rick Seabrands, Richard Kuhn, Scott Wise, Shane Ward, Eric Laurie back here with them. Brian Elmore out by himself. He's got Mark Mann kind of back behind him. Bubba Winningham.
Bubba's trying to get back up to Mark, looks like. And they just keep on trekking up front, boy. Now almost 4 seconds ahead. Golly, man, Talon and Bob rolling away with it right now. Good Lord Almighty.
Well, I want you to look at something when you watch Talon and Bob. Right now, Talon's got a little bit of a gap on him, but you'll watch Bob. He'll get right up close to him before the corner and kind of snug with him. You see him kind of dipping down a little bit.
Yeah.
That has helped him carry that speed, so he has room to kind of let it float back out to the top. Now, that's going to help him save some tire on that left side from having to over-rotate that wheel too much. But if you look at the speed differences between them 2 guys and that next group, they're carrying more speed in the corner. They actually kind of slowed down a little bit there, but Bob did back off of Talon quite a bit.
That's still, though, 5 seconds, though, that separates Bob and Anthony. Anthony does have the number 5 of Rick Sanchez right up ahead of him. Rick is the first driver a lap down. Of course, if we do get a yellow and Rick's not involved in it, he would be the lucky dog. And, Anthony got loose there. Ooh. That could have been bad. Shane Ward, Brent Elmore. I said Brent. I didn't say Brett. I said Brent. Give me a hard time about it. I know you love to.
Just call him. Well, every time you do that, I think of what was it? Maverick with Mel Gibson. They kept calling him everything but Brad.
All right, 25 laps. And they've been out here now at about anywhere between 7 and 9 laps. Bobby Wetzel, 9 laps. Coming up on 10. James Stats, 9 laps. That'll be 10 coming up. So they're going to be coming up into pit stops here again pretty quickly. Those that pitted later will be able to stay out further. However, just because, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it, just because, Talon and Bob's got a pretty good lead over Anthony and company, that could be 8 away relatively quick. If Talon and Bob have any type of problems up front, Peter, Anthony, Bobby, Wetzel, they're going to be right back up there battling with these guys. So Talon and Bob's got to be very careful about, Steven, about how they enter the corner, how they come out of the corner, the pushing or shoving, I should say, in these cars, because that's pretty much what you got to do. So they're doing a really good job. I didn't even expect this. I really didn't.
Of course, you got to watch. They're coming up on the back of the pack, the back of the field, with Mark Mann being the last car on the lead lap. But Mark don't really have much help with him. It looks like Mark's got damage to his car.
Oh, let's check Mark Mann here real quick. We'll chase view it and we'll zoom in here a little bit on Mr. Badamus Prime. Yeah, he does. Right front. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's definitely slowing Mark down a little bit.
Yep, he does have damage. Now, he still has a fast repair, so, I don't know if you'd want to use it for that, though.
No, I think the pit stop, you try to get as much, especially if it's a caution.
Yeah.
Try to get as much, fixed as he can.
Okay, it looks like it finally cleared up here. It's not jerking as much. Interesting.
No, but they're still modifying it around the corners, though.
Yeah.
Down the straightaway.
Okay.
Starting to...
Now it's doing it again. Yeah. Well, I spoke too soon.
That midlock juju.
I spoke too soon. Dadgummit. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is. It'll clear up. I think it may be because they're all jammed together, and it could be too the camera angles. I don't know. I'll take it to TV3 and see what it does. It's a little bit wider, but a little bit quieter, but nonetheless, we'll see if maybe we can get a better picture. I'll turn the OBS up a little bit, but won't turn it up too much. I'll turn it up some. Yeah, it could be. It's got, well, I don't know. I've shut everything off. Looks like they're coming around the 6 here. Oh, Bubba Winningham. That's going to put Bubba a lap down, and a change of lead here. Bob DeJersey, Mr. Australia himself, and then Talon now back to second. I think they switched for a reason. And out here now 12 laps. Yeah, it's got to be, Eric. It has to be. 40 more laps here already, Steven. Man, these races, if they go green and they keep going green, these races do not take long.
No, and, we're also talking about Daytona. It is a rather large track, 2.5 miles. But, when you're running at 200 miles an hour, you're making it around the track fairly quickly. Times are 45s. I see some 44s out there.
The best lap for Talon is a 43.539, a 43.531 for Bob DeJersey. I think right now that is the quickest times we've got so far.
Yeah, I think we're fixing to see another round of green flag pit stops. I hear some call outs here.
Eric Laurie. Eric Laurie. He's on pit road. Never mind. Getting all excited for no reason. He's just on pit road.
That's James Stats in the number 2 coming down pit road.
All right, let's find James here. There he is right there. Yep, James is down. It looks like Brent Elmore is coming down as well. So some pit stops. Would say early, kind of early, well, 16 laps, not really early birds. Yeah, it's got to be ATVO because some parts will clear up, then some parts it won't. Here comes Mr. Bubba Winningham down pit road. Mark Mann coming down right behind him. Thought I seen somebody else. Yeah, oh, a whole group. Bobby Wetzel. Dwayne Corbett. I just seen Zachary Workman connect. Did he just connect? Ron Walters.
I see Donald Stewart just disconnected.
See, I don't see any of the. Okay, well, see, I've got it on ATVO, so that's I don't see the.
No, Workman's been out here.
He it looks like has taken his car behind the wall.
Dropped.
Oh, he dropped. No.
Yep, he dropped due to packet loss.
It looks like Talon Smith, Bob DeJersey, Anthony English, Matthias Swank, Larry Johnson, Scott Matthias and Larry with a black flag. Scott White's coming down. Rick Seabrand, Shane Ward, Richard Kuhn. Oh, big group down pit road here. Looks like Kuhn got a black flag. Ouch.
You know, and again, once these tires get hot, you know, braking as Kuhn slides through his pit box, you know, them tires lock up. As hot as these tires are, they're gonna slide.
Looks like Peter down pit road now. Man. Yeah, you think it would be, Eric, honestly. But unfortunately, technology. It looks like Anthony is still pushing the number 5 here of Sanchez. A lot of drivers a lap down. A lot of them's going to get held here, though. Larry Johnson, Richard Kuhn, Matthias Swank, all going to be held in their pits. Here comes Matthias now back out. Looks like everybody else is coming back out. But Talon, Bob DeJersey, Peter, well, is in third, but I think Anthony English and company will probably come around him. We'll see. If not, Peter will be third. So Peter started back and forth inside of the top 5. And see, that just goes to show you, no matter where you start, it's all about where you finish or where you can finish. We know Talon and Bob kind of been running up front here most of the race. And then he did fall back at first, but maybe they didn't like what they were seeing. Maybe they didn't like running in the pack, and they just decided to go. I mean,
you know, again, running together, they were able to get some good runs.
Yep.
Got them a good run to get around the rest of the field. Now they've got a 7-second lead right now on Anthony, so you know, they're in a good position. The question is when it comes down to that final lap, who's going to take the win? Or the, you know, oh, we got a caution.
Yeah, we have a yellow. Oh, wing. Oh, no.
Did he get tagged or did he just lose it on his own?
Oh, we're back here with him.
Oh,
66.
Looked like he got the air taken off the back end and just spun him around.
And that's exactly what it looked like there. We'll get a closer look here at it on a MaxspeedTV rewind. Now, the 66 was coming up on him. That is Matthias Swank. We'll turn the camera here. Matthias did not get into him. And it looks like right in there is where it just kicked. And the Skull Bandit 21 car just, man, he tries to keep it straight and hold on to it, and unfortunately, just that wall and high rate of speed, nothing Nicholas really could have done, and really nobody's fault. Just like you said,
I don't even think it was. I don't think he got the air taken off of him. It looked like it's just you could see him lift, and the rear end just kind of started skating out on him, and it was just a self spin.
Huh? Now, interesting. Well, that is actually going to help out the number 5, Mr. Sanchez. He will be our lucky dog. He will get his lap back. Well, the number 5 going to be put back on the lead lap here. Looks like Bubba Winningham. Looks like some more drivers will be able to get their laps back here too for staying out, but they'll go back a lap down, I believe. James Stats is our current leader with Brent Elmore there in second. Some drivers did come down. A lot of drivers came down.
It's going to depend on, who comes down, who stays out. Now, if the cars that are a lap down stay out, they will get the waiver round. The lucky dog, and then the other ones will get the waiver round if they stay out. But
yeah,
it looks like there's several that stay out, so they'll have to drop back to the back of the field.
Yeah. Well, welcome NetSpeed to the moderators of MaxspeedTV. That should have been done a long time ago, but I know NetSpeed is, comes out and chat with us and hangs out with us for a while, and so why not add another one? We'll just have a full chat room full of moderators.
Nothing but moderators.
Well, that just goes to show you've got to, if you have your moderator set up and then you get trouble in chat, well, you've got plenty of moderators to take care of it. So
Yes.
it's kind of I guess you could say a deterrence to the clowns, what I like to call them, clowns. So y'all,
If you want to put it in, in PG-13 terms.
yeah, we'll just keep, yeah. Yeah, we won't say what we really want to say. The James Stats, Brent Elmore, held draw 3, and Talon Smith is on pit road. He'll come back out. He will be 4th. Bob DeJersey 5th. Looks like Peter Smetnata, or no, might be Bobby Wetzel. One of the two is 6th. Peter 7th. Dwayne Corbett 8th. Shane Ward 9th. Anthony English rolling off 10th. Seabrands 11th. Eric Lurie 12th. Ron Walters 13th off of pit road. Rick Sanchez is back on the lead lap. He is going to be rolling off here. It looks like maybe 14th, 15th, somewhere around in there. Bubba Winningham in 16th. So these guys did get their lap back because they did not come down pit road. They stayed out in front of the leaders, and then they'll pit at some point. Maybe it'll help them. They've only been out here seven laps or so. Now James Stats and Brent Elmore also did not pit. They've been out here 7 laps, so they're going to be on a little bit older tires than everybody else behind them. If these guys back behind them, Steven, even, change tires. I don't think they did.
I didn't really pay attention. I'm over here
7
looking at stuff, and
7.9 second stop for held draw 3, a 3.8 and a 3.9 both Talon and Bob. So I don't believe they did on that second stop. Anyway, pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. The OP TnT 87 series here, season number 1, round number 5, TnT Racing 175 here at Daytona. Glitchy night here in iRacing, thanks to ATVO. But the green flag is back out once again, and we are back underway here tonight. Sponsored by Anonymous, presented to y'all by MaxspeedTV. I think they actually changed that in YouTube. Took out the wrench and added, looks like a shield of some sort.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. We don't have any control over the little wrench. You know, what they add to it. If it was left up to me and I could add custom ones, it'd be a hammer. But can't add custom, unfortunately. James Stats, Harold, Talon, Bob, single file up front. Got the side-by-side back here around Shane Corbett, Elmore, Dwayne Corbett, Anthony English. And that is the 14 of Brian Elmore trying to get back on the lead lap. Still about 30 laps left to go, so a lot can happen in 30 laps. Still going to have to, a gavel. Yeah, that'd work too, Eric, a gavel. I actually have a gavel. Of course, I've got several things my late grandfather had made out of cedar. Gavel, got, you know, spoons and forks, and the table I'm actually using now was my grandfather made it. My mom had it. Of course, after mom passed away, I got it. So, got the trainer, several things I've got. Stuff that, you know, can't be replaced. But yeah, gavel would be pretty cool. I'll post some pictures in Discord, Eric, and let you see some of the stuff my grandfather made. Well, Steven, you've seen some of it.
Yeah.
So, all right, single foul. Back in action here before I start crying.
Well, I've got, I gotta say this. I got some good news the other day, Josh. I told you about it.
Yeah.
VA finally came through for me on some things, and bumped my VA disability rating up to 80% now. So that's
something. Yeah.
that's some good news.
Congratulations. Hopefully all that other stuff gets worked out too. We won't go into detail, but we know what it is. So hopefully they get everything else figured out. I was watching Talon here, not to change the subject, but it's kind of been broken up here now. Talon is ahead of Bobby Wetzel, and Bob DeJersey's behind him. So the two teammates we have seen here that have been working together, they're kind of split up right now.
Yeah, you know, you got Wetzel in between. But the Jersey, Bob was going to was looking at making a run there, but just didn't have enough to get around Bobby. So
looks like the mellow yellow scraped the wall here, I believe. Let's get a look here on that car. Right front here, yeah, it's still glitching out. Yeah, he did. He got a little scrapage going on here. The Daytona stripe on the right front for the mellow yellow 47.
Come on, Cold Trickle.
Cold Trickle. Oh, man. Looks like it seems to be working better when it's on TV3. It's still a little glitchy, but it seems like the closer I get to the cars, the glitchier it gets. So I think we'll keep it on TV3 here. Colt? Colt what? Oh, you talking about James Stats? Colt 45. Don't get me to singing. 18 of Harold Rothery all over the back end of the number 2 car. Still, nevertheless, though, we do have Talon, Bobby, Bob, Peter, Shane, Dwayne, Anthony. Single file, though, not a whole lot going on. There is some going on back here. I'm trying to get on the Yeti car. That is Rick Seabrand's. We all know who drives the Yeti car. So, you know.
The 11 of Brent Elmore.
Oh, no.
Pushed up into the wall a little bit. He's lost a couple spots as Sanchez gets around him.
Seabrands gets around him. How did Seabrands get around him? Seabrands up
I
here.
said
in 10th.
Sanchez. I changed it to Sanchez. Open your ears up.
I did open them up. I flipped it back to Seabrands. Seabrands is under fire, though. He's got 31 of Scott Wise and Anthony English breathing down his neck. So, you know, we can't keep Seabrands out of it. He's still in it. 66, Matthias Swain. I still wonder if he is any relation to the actress. Hillary.
Probably not.
He's kind of cool. That is the 14 of Brian Elmore still running up here. He is the second driver a lap down to Larry Johnson, who is up here with the 2 James Stats and the 18 of Harold Rothery. So, you know, if something happens, you know, back behind him, you know, he'll be good to go and he'd get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Matthias and Gabe and Everett, Brent Elmore, Mark Mann, Bubba Winningham. They've been out here 15, 16 laps.
Yeah, they're going to have to come down here. James Stats been out here 16, so they're going to definitely have to come down here pretty quickly. If not, this coming up time by. We'll see what James does here out of turn 4. He's fixing to enter turn 3 here. But yeah, you're not wrong. You know, they're right there at that window of having to pit.
Yeah, I mean, James Stats has been out here 16 laps.
Yeah.
Looks like we're fixing to see some
No, James
pitting.
James is not coming down.
Oh, Brent Elmore is.
That Brent's coming down. Yep, he sure is. Ooh, locked it down too. But no black flag. He's good to go. Here comes Mark Mann, Bubba Winningham. They're going to come, I would say, screaming down pit road, but that would be a bad thing to do.
That's when I wish I had that soundboard. My name.
Uh-oh. No, I just lost iRacing for a second.
Oh, no.
And then I lost my internet. Okay, I'm back. I think everything's back. Oh, it might be my internet.
Yeah, because whatever happened smoothed it out on YouTube a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Wow. We're back. We're here. We're good. Everything's good.
Well, because my ATVO, it's not even working. It's not even letting my overlays come up. Let me see if it'll...
Oh, yellow is out. Oh, no. Brian Elmore goes around. Maybe some contact there with the 31. I believe that is Scott Wise. We'll see here. Could have been net code too, but we'll look at it. Looks like entering turn, what was that, turn 3, I believe. Oh, no, definitely contact there between the 31 and the 14. Looks like maybe the 31 kind of come up a hair. And the 14 was right there and bumped him. Oh, and a hard leg to the outside of the wall right in front of the 9 of Dwayne Corbett. Oh, 31 tried to straighten him out, but now these cars are not easy to straighten out when you hit them twice. And oh, now Brian got hit again. That was by the 88 of Gabe Butler, so Gabe's going to have some damage. Brian's engine blew, it looked like, or sounded like. Oh, no. And, you know, as they were, of course, getting ready and doing pit stops, too, that hurts.
Yeah, it does. And Brian looked like has already used a fast repair.
Oh. Yeah, he had to tow to pit road, so unfortunately... I hate saying it, but that might be his night. 20 to go, though, and I believe they will all come down pit road here, even those that did just pit, like James Stats Brent Elmore, Mark Mann, and Bubba Winningham. I believe they will also come back down. They are a lap down. They may not come down. They may stay out. Yeah, these cars are long. I love these cars. Don't get me wrong. I love the way they're designed. I love the different strategies that you have to do with these cars. You know, they're extremely heavy and they're extremely hard to drive. I don't like the fact that they're hard to turn.
Right.
You know? But that just brings out, you know, the drivers that can really handle these cars. And I'm not taking away from those that are having hard time doing it. It does take practice, but you know, that just goes to show you that maybe somebody has, you know, took a lot of time practicing in these cars, aside from maybe racing in the Gen 7s or in the Arcas or whatever the case may be. These cars are a beast.
They are a handful as well. I mean, they are, man. I have drove these cars. They're not bad. I mean, they're fast cars. They're not bad to drive. They're good in the draft. They're good with the bumps. As long, you know, of course, just like any other car, you got to make sure you're bumping square. But man, they coming out of the corners are, they just love to drift up towards that wall coming out. And they can be a handful, especially if you're in, you know, a crowd or in a group side by side. You really have to watch your P's and Q's with these cars.
Well, we know Steven's old, so. The oldest car that I drove, I don't remember the year, but it was a Pontiac Bonneville. And anybody that knows what Pontiac Bonnevilles look like, they are really long and they are boats. They are boats. I think that was the oldest car I ever drawn. I think it was like a 90s, mid-90s model, somewhere around in there.
The oldest car I got to drive was a 1968 Pontiac Firebird.
Pontiac Firebird. Oh, I thought you drove those, you know, Ford T models, man.
Wow.
Oh man,
The Model A, get it right.
Model A. Okay, so it was a Model A. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, long and wide 90s. Yeah, the Pontiac Bonneville. Yeah, it had some issues, but man, it was a great car. I drove it for months, and the whole time it had a blown gasket, a head gasket. Now I never knew it. It never overheated. It always had water in it, but apparently the water in the coolant was actually leaking in the block. And one morning I got up to go to work and it wouldn't start. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So, of course, I called in, and at the time I was living with my mom, and my uncle come out and looked at it. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. Let's look at it. So he took out all the spark plugs, and I went to turn it over, and water went everywhere. Oh,
yep.
So yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, those particular cars and the engines had what they call a water jacket. And if there was a crack in that jacket, it would leak into the block, and then it would fill up the piston, the cylinders.
Yeah.
So when that piston would come back forward, you know, come back up to the top end, yeah, it would be like, there she blows, matey.
Yeah, man, it would not start at all. Well, here we go again. It'll be 17 to go here. When we get the green, pace cars down again to the safety of pit road. And real quickly, though, green flag back out once again here tonight at Daytona. Coming up on 9 o'clock Central. It'll be 10 o'clock on the East Coast, or everybody that lives over there in that general direction. I'm Central time, so it's still kind of early here.
Yeah, my iRacing just crashed.
Oh, no!
Well, that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and let you finish out, Joshua. I am I'm tired and I am going to go to bed.
All right, Stephen. Well, we appreciate you helping out as always, man.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
I know we have fun up here doing it. We're going to finish out the race here, Stephen. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be off, back in action Saturday for the OP Unlimited Series. I don't know exactly where we're at, and I don't know what car we're in, but we'll figure that out Saturday. So, of course, everybody come out and stay tuned for that as well. Stephen's going to be actually out there on the racetrack racing Saturday. He doesn't know it yet, but he is. So. Steven's like, oh my gosh, no.
Looks like they're going to be at Atlanta Saturday.
Atlanta, that's right. The wannabe Superspeedway.
So, and I think they're using the B cars, I think.
Okay, that'd be the Xfinity. Oh, Bob, blinking out again. Side by side. Oh, a lot of movement back here, too. Dwayne Corbett. Looks like Gabe Butler in company back here. So that should be a pretty good race Saturday.
It should be. It should be. It should be. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night out there, YouTube. Love each and every one of y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up button. I'm actually doing that right now.
All right.
But y'all have a great evening, and we'll see if I'm going to be around Saturday or not.
All righty, Steve. We're going to go get some rest, buddy. And, of course, take care, and we'll yak at you, tomorrow and Saturday. So,
all right, buddy.
Yeah, thank you again, bud.
See you guys.
See ya. No. Saturday in Atlanta Park. Steven's going to drive a race car. You might need to write a song about that, Eric. All right, James Stats, Bob DeJersey, Everlane, Matthias Swank, Bobby Wetzel, Talon Smith, Shane Ward, Harold Rothery, Peter Smetana, and Rick Seabrands. That's our top 10 right now. 14 to go. Now, they have been out here anywhere between 4 and 7 laps. So that's going to put James Stats at about 21 laps. Everett Lane has been out here 5. So 19 laps. I don't think they can make it. They will definitely have to save if they're going to definitely try to make it to the end. But I don't think they can. If anybody's got any insider information, let me know. Don't tempt you. Oh, I'm tempting you. Well, 15 of you out there tuning in again. I do apologize for some of the issues we're having out here tonight, but I do appreciate everybody out there tuning in right now. We do have 5 likes and 15 of you out there tuning in. Can we hit 10 likes out here tonight? We do appreciate it. We thank each and every one of you. Those that are talking and chatting, those that are not, just hopefully everybody's having a good time. That's what we do it for. Is, we have a good time doing it. Got a good turnout in chat too, and good moderators out there. Eric Netsby here tonight, Brendan, my brother. We've got a few more. And if old Buckeye Dana keeps showing up, he's going to end up being one as well. So Buckeye, you might want to, remember that. Well, just like I said, we'll have a whole group of moderators in chat, I give it time because I know people do get tired of watching. They do other things, so I do give it time. But I do appreciate you tuning in, Dana. I really do. And everybody else. 11 to go here. Stats, Jersey, Lane, Wetzel, Swank, top 5 here. Single file pretty much throughout the racetrack. Not a whole lot going on. Not really any passing. I do believe these guys are probably going to have to pit at some point. When they pit, I don't know. Are they going to pit? I don't know that either. Don't tempt you with a good time. Well, I do know this. I do know if I ever come to Ohio, and I would go to Ohio State game. I really would. I will root for whoever that they're playing against. So I will let you know. I will let you know. Now, if they're playing against Texas, I will root for Ohio State because I do not like Texas. I will say that. I will say that. But you know, anybody else, we might have to. We'll have to discuss that. I gotta give you a hard time, Dana. I do, man. I really do. I got friends that are Ohio State fans up there. A good friend of mine, Dennis Hansman, he's an Ohio State fan. I give him a hard time about it. So, not a big NASCAR fan myself. I get my racing here with OP on Thursday and Saturdays, and I have a good time doing this. I think this is a lot more entertaining than watching it on TV. So, Dayton, Ohio. I know where Dayton is. I've never been to Ohio, so I have been to Chicago, and I have been to Great Lakes, Illinois. Went to basic up there. That's about as far north as I've been. So we are continuing to watch them 9 to go here. I'm just trying to see if anybody, you know, maybe makes that left turn here coming down pit road, or if they're going to stay out, save the fuel they can. Man, Bob DeJersey is still blinking out, and that's really not helping really anybody behind Bob here. Bobby Wetzel, Talon Smith, you know, they're trying to keep an eye on the Bob DeJersey, and that, I don't know. I don't know exactly. Christmas trees. Go Razorback? Well, I would say that, but we're not having a very good time in basketball right now. And our football team just, you know. But, yeah, I don't get me wrong. Ohio State is a very, very, very good team. I will give them that. Now, here comes James Stats down pit road. So we are going to have drivers that are coming down pit road here. They cannot make it. James Stats definitely couldn't. It looks like he's been out here. It looks like 13 laps. He's doing a little bit of blinking down pit road. And I think I lost iRacing. Oh, no. My computer just froze. Oh, no, this is not good at all. Not good at all. No. Yeah, the whole thing froze. Yeah, iRacing froze. Yeah, I can't even exit out of it. Yeah, it's froze. Yep. Oh no! All right, let me see here if maybe I can get it to pop back up. I don't see anything that will help. Oh, man. Okay, let me see here. Let me quit. All right, hang on just a second, folks. Let me see if I can get back in here. We'll turn that screen off, and I'm going to see here if maybe I can at least get back in there to finish out the race. At least get the race finished. Hang on. we're still here. I don't know what's going on, man, but man, it just went poof. Y'all saying it? It just completely froze. Remaining laps. I don't have a Chevy Land commercial. I'm gonna have to get one. As soon as it pops back up and it lets me back in, we'll get right back into it. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish out the remaining laps here tonight. I don't know. Went all the way through it and then all of a sudden just froze. That's why I like. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so we are back at it. We're going to go ahead and launch ATVO here. We're going to finish out. It looks like everybody did pit. Now, Eric, do you have the race up? Do you have iRacing up? Are you watching it? All right, so let me go ahead and get the main screen back up here. Yeah, we're back up. We are back up. You do not. All right, well, we are at 3 to go here, so we are getting down to the wire. We're going to go ahead real quick. Now 2 to go. So it looks like we do have Talon Smith, Bob DeJersey, Shane Ward, Peter Spinata, Anthony English, Matthias Swank, Rick Sanchez, Bobby Wetzel, Gabe Butler, Harold Rothery. That is our top 10 here, folks, as of right at the moment. And they're getting awfully squirrely up front here. No yellow, white flag should be in the air here. There it is. One more time around. As some of the drivers ended up wrecking behind Talon and Bob DeJersey. Anthony English and Shane Ward. Shane there in third. Anthony fourth. Peter in fifth. Final lap here. We only missed a few laps. We did miss pit stops, unfortunately, but it doesn't look like they had a yellow in that mess, so that's a good thing. But coming out of the final turn here, the 31 of Scott Wise, they're going to come around Scott. And coming to the line here, they're going to be wrecking behind him. Talon Smith going to win it here tonight with Bob DeJersey in second. And it looks like Peter Spinata will grab a third place here this evening. Good solid finish. It looked like they wrecked back there too. Rick Sanchez will finish in fourth, but awesome win for the bubblegum car of the 51 of Talon Smith here tonight. Bob DeJersey there in second. Of course, we will be able to talk to Bob. Unfortunately, we will not be able to talk to Talon, and I don't know if Peter is in Discord or not, so we probably might not be able to talk to him either. We will find out, though. But good win for Talon Smith here tonight. Awesome job, awesome win for Talon. An awesome P2 there for his teammate there of Bob DeJersey. So, man, oh man. Well, we are going to step away here and get these guys up here, the guys we can talk to here in just a few minutes. So hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Well, alrighty, folks. Well, I've caught up with our top two here, Talon Smith and Bob DeJersey. We're going to pull the 86 and 908 car up here and have a talk with Mr. Bob here tonight. Mr. Australia, man. Awesome job. That's what I'm going to call you from now on, by the way. Just so you know. Man, awesome job, P2 out here tonight, all the way from Australia. I know I seen you on my end having some blinking problems. I do not know if maybe you were or not, but nonetheless, man, you and Talon got hooked up there even at the beginning. Y'all did fall back, but y'all got hooked up, and man, y'all kind of just ran away with it out here tonight. Y'all were ahead at one point, I think, by like 6 seconds. So that was outstanding in itself. But man, talk about it out here tonight. You know, a P2 finish for you. You got a teammate there in Talon, you know, bringing it home into victory lane. You know, how was it down there on the track working with everybody and, you know, working with Talon himself, man? We got to hear from you.
It was a really interesting race. I like the format with the 41% fuel and having to pit so many times. And it's good we got a lot of green flag pit stops done there. It made it pretty interesting.
Yeah, and it
With
did, you know, and that's what these guys do. They want pit stops, and they would prefer to have green flag pit stops.
Man, I'm surprised I nailed so many in a row. I couldn't believe it. I've never done that before.
Well, we got to talk about it. You know, speeds in these cars, man, even by yourself, you guys were pushing, I know some drivers were pushing like 210, 212 miles an hour by themselves. Now, I did notice, and Steven noticed it. He actually noticed it first, so I give all credit to him. He noticed that you and Talon, when y'all were hooked up together and y'all was just, man, getting that gap bigger and bigger, you know, you and him would slow down, but man, y'all would come screaming out of the corner. Talk about how y'all made that gap so big and make those speeds work so well.
I'm not sure. I think it comes down to Talon and I have raced together for about 4 years, and we've always worked pretty well together. And yeah, like at the super speedways, yeah, just have really good chemistry working together, and manage to go really fast. And I love pushing him. He can hold on to the car in pretty much any circumstance. So I just beat on that back bumper, and away we go.
Well, I gotta say, man, it was an outstanding race out here tonight, even with all the hiccups I had up here in the booth. But you know, it was a great race overall. Now I know we've got several more races left. Of course, tonight we had the Daytona. We've got 212. We've got next week, I believe, we go to Talladega. Um, so, how do you feel about Talladega? How do you feel about these cars? What do you got planned next week? And, what is it going to be coming out? Are you going to try the same thing, or are you going to try something maybe a little different?
I didn't actually know Talladega's next, but yeah, I'm what you would call a super speedway princess. So it's pretty much all I run. I love the high speeds and the big runs in the draft and stuff. So yeah, I'll be there for Talladega for sure.
Okay, well, we hope to see you Saturday. They race on Saturday nights too, so I don't know exactly how far ahead you are in hours from us. It's right now my time. It's 9:14, so it'll be 10:14 Eastern. Still on Thursday. Are you behind us or ahead of us? I think you're ahead of us.
Believe I'm ahead. Yeah, it's 20 past 1 p.m. at the moment here, so it's
Mm.
kind of late morning the races start, which is perfectly fine.
Okay,
It's really
all
good.
right. Well, maybe
Yeah,
check out Saturdays with these guys. They also race super speedways. They do have, of course, the percentage on fuel to make you have to pit. So, a lot can happen. we hope to see
exactly.
more
Yeah,
of you. So,
for sure.
awesome job out here tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mic over to you. I know you probably got a few final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give. So, Bob, mic's yours, buddy.
Yeah, sure. Thanks to what is it? OP Racing,
OP,
OP
yep.
League,
OP, yep.
OP. Yep. Thanks to these guys for putting the race on. It was really fun, really interesting format. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, and thanks to MaxspeedTV. I'm gonna sit and go get some lunch and sit and watch the broadcast. I've been in a league before with Max Speed doing the broadcast, and it was a really good job. So I appreciate you guys helping
M-
out.
may I ask what league that was? It might have been
This is so long ago. It was an '87 Superspeedway league run by Matt Hummel.
Matt
Um,
Hummel. I know Matt. I know
yeah,
Matt.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
Matt really well. Yeah, I think that might have been. Either might have been Rudy or me doing it. I don't know, man, because your name does look familiar.
Mhm.
We'll talk about it. We'll get together and talk about it. I got you in Discord now, so I'll send you a message at some point, and we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Alrighty, Bob. Awesome job, man. Go celebrate. We'll see you hopefully Saturday.
See you there.
See you, bud. All right. Well, that was Bob to Jersey. Well, let's go ahead and bring up our winner here tonight, the bubblegum car, as I like to call it. Talon, you got to do something, man. You got a bright pink bubblegum machine out there.
Yeah, you got to be able to stand out. It's a beautiful car.
Well, you definitely stand out. Man, awesome job. I know you have been fighting for a win. I mean, you have been racing your tail off since this started, and it just seems like every time something happens, you either caught up in something or you got heavy damage. Well, tonight, talent, it worked out, man. You got it. You know, you had a great teammate, it looks like, down there, and Bob pushing you. Of course, unfortunately, one of your teammates didn't finish where I'm sure he wanted to. I'm sure all three of y'all would want a 1-2-3 punch. But man, you got it done out here tonight. We got to hear from you. You know, you started up front there with your teammate. You guys fell back for a little bit. Then y'all decided, I guess, I'm tired of being back here. Y'all just kind of blew everybody's doors off there. And then Taco, we got to hear from you because you're the only one that can tell us how it all came about.
Me and Bob just kind of decided to save fuel early in the run and just go as long as possible. Try to break it that way, and I didn't even do much myself. Bob was just a great pusher.
Well, what was it like into the corners? Because I know you and Bob both, and again, I'll give credit where credit is due. Stephen Lane noticed it. He was helping me for quite some time up here tonight till his iRacing crashed. His iRacing crashed and then mine froze, so I had to reset everything. I missed the last pit stops, but I did manage to get the last 2 laps. So, but anyway, he noticed that you two, y'all were screaming down, the front backstretch, but when y'all was going into the corners, y'all speeds was dropping for a minute or two, and then y'all would come screaming, out of turn 2 and out of turn 4. Was that just by design, or was y'all really, you know, feeling the car and seeing what it could and couldn't do? I mean, what was going on?
That was intentional. From what I saw, just about everybody else was sending it way too hard into the corner, and that was really affecting their drive off. So me and Bob were just slowing up that little bit earlier, and we were able to rock it out of the corner us too.
Well, I don't know how y'all did it, but it worked out. Man. Man, that was crazy. Well, awesome job out here on the win here tonight, buddy. Man, great win, great points night. Next week, we go to Talladega it'll be Jimmy Reynolds, HHR 180, sponsored by Jimmy, HHR 180. But talk about Talladega and these cars, man. These cars are something else. They're different. We're all used to the next gens and all them. These cars are a handful. What's your mindset going into that race next week? And man, can you go back to back?
Oh, I don't even know. Talladega's an entirely different breed. You don't even Daytona. You got to drive a little better. But Talladega, it really closes the skill gap. Not much you can really do to secure it there.
Well, we know these races, they can go really, really good or really, really bad. And, we don't know what's going to happen next week. We won't know until we get there. But we know what happened tonight, buddy. Awesome job on the win, man. Good points night. Great win. You led some laps as well. Let me see exactly how many laps you led. I actually have that here. If it will if it'll show up. But looks like you led 20 laps. I might be missing one or two, but I've got 20 on my screen. Nevertheless, man, you led some laps out here tonight. Awesome job. I know you've got, some, final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate the victory out here tonight. So I'll turn the mic back over to you, buddy. Again, awesome job, man.
Well, geez, no sponsors. Just thanks to you guys for putting on a great broadcast, and thanks to Bob for being the best pusher I've ever seen.
Well, are y'all in the same car by chance?
We are not.
Y'all are not, and that worked out very well. You're in a Pontiac, and he's in a Monte Carlo, and that really worked out well. Usually that don't happen. Man. Well, hey, it worked out. That's all that matters. Awesome job, Talon,
Yep.
man. Go celebrate the victory out here tonight. Are we going to see you Saturday?
Oh, no, hell no.
All right. Well, we won't see him Saturday, but we'll definitely see him next week. Talon, go celebrate the win out here tonight, buddy. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, bud. All right, Talon Smith, he is not going to be there Saturday. We already know that. So, man, what a race. And like I said, I do not see Peter in Discord, so we will not be able to talk to him, but we're going to go ahead and get down here to the unofficial results, been to get the admin stuff that they have to do here tonight. But the bubblegum car of Talon Smith grabbing the win out here tonight. Awesome win by Talon, his teammate there, Bob DeJersey. Mr. Australia, or Mr. Down Under, as Buckeye Dana said out there in chat, he's going to finish there in second. Right with him. Peter Smetana there in third. Rick Sanchez in fourth. Bobby Wetzel fifth. Gabe Butler sixth. Rick Seabrands in seventh. Ron Walters in eighth. Eric Laurie ninth. And Matthias Swank 10th. Everett Lane in 11th. Dwayne Corbett 12th. Shane Ward 13th. Anthony English 14th. Harold Rothery 15th. Larry Johnson 16th. That's the other teammates of Talon and Bobby. They didn't finish where he wanted, but hey, still a long season to go, so anything can definitely happen. James Stats in 17th. Nicholas Wing at 18th. Bubba Winningham 19th. Brett Elmore 20th. Mark Mann 21st. Scott Wise 22nd. Richard Kuhn 23rd. Brian Elmore 24th. And Zachary Workman were rounded out here in 25th. But again, our winner tonight, Talon Smith, there in that number 51. He don't have a number on his car, but we know he's the number 51. A big shout out to everybody out there that tuned in here tonight and hung with us during the hiccups here tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. Again, congratulations to Netsby out there becoming a moderator over here on MaxspeedTV. Like I said, Buckeye Dana, you keep coming. Well, you're going to be one of us too. So you're already one of us. Don't get me wrong. You're already one of us. But you'll end up having that moderator by your name as well, or the little blue thingy there. I don't know, shield or something. But anyway, we appreciate everybody out there that tuned in here tonight. Of course, off tomorrow night, back in action Saturday with the OP Unlimited Series. But that's going to do it here tonight for MaxspeedTV. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.
Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Shafts alive like a racing heart. Is a place where legends start. Oh,